you guys? You're tuned into an all-new episode of Point of View. Ladies, how are we feeling on this rainy day? It is raining cats and dogs outside.
Literally, I hate white rain. When everybody got their hazard lights on. When I had to put my hazard lights on, I'm like, hazard! I'm scared.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you have to put your hazards on, you kind of can't drive. That's my.
Which
no,
girl, that mean I can't sit in the car. When you put it on, what is it, 10 and 2?
She's focused.
I'm focused.
But I'm glad everybody got here safe.
Right.
But let's get into these topics. I have the craziest story for you guys. So a Delaware crossing guard took her duties to serve and protect to a whole nother level. A woman by the name of Kiera Lee has been arrested for distributing e-cigarettes and marijuana. I'm sorry, and marijuana to middle school students. She even has been.
Please put it back up.
Sorry.
Please put it back up.
Oh my goodness. That was like a jump scare a little bit. She even went as far as to get high with these students. Parents are furious, and the police have spoken, you guys. She used to work in recreation centers, so this isn't her first time being like around like minors. She has been charged with
minors.
Right. She has been charged with possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute to and to corrupt minors, and her bail is set to $20,000. She is very little. I can't.
It's a very low bail, though.
Yeah.
It is.
It's very low.
Especially for what she did.
Yeah, it's only 10%.
So like $2,000?
No.
Is it 2?
Look.
I
Why we
bet
doing
you
math
don't
on
got-
air? We can't
I
do
bet you don't
that.
got that $2,000.
Her bail is
though.
$20,000. I don't know what 10%
It's
is 20.
$2,000.
Yeah.
2,000.
Okay, I'm on point. Thank you.
Yeah.
Girl, me, I thought I was going to say $200.
You're just mathing.
Right. I
Yeah.
was questioning myself for a second.
No, but that's literally insane. But I bet she was like the favorite crossing guard, though, for sure. By the students.
She's like eating the students and eating the e-cigarettes. I'm so
goodness.
sorry. She looks scary.
Yeah.
She does really look scary.
Oh my God.
Like, yeah.
I would be scared to cross by her. She's a crossing guard. I'd be so scared to walk past her as a child.
Oh
No,
my
she
goodness.
looks like one of them, though, because she was really small.
She's very small.
When the footage of the cops, like that footage, I was like, why they taking a middle schooler to jail? But not only does she, I don't think people are taking it serious. Parents are.
Yeah.
But when you see it on social media, they're more cracking on her like, oh my gosh, look at that little gremlin going to jail.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. Do y'all realize that she was giving kids weed and smoking it with them?
Right.
Yeah.
So not only are they
Middle
getting it,
schoolers.
they're getting a lesson with it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're starting in middle school?
Middle
Imagine
school,
seeing a
you're
middle
like,
schooler with a vape.
yeah, you're in between the age
That's what
of
they be
11
doing.
to like what, 13 in middle
Yeah.
school?
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so scary.
Yeah.
You probably didn't even have your cycle yet, but you smoking a vape.
With
No,
your crossing guard.
These kids
Right.
legit be smoking vapes for real though.
Yeah.
Like, it is a real deal thing. And one of the parents was commenting and saying that, I guess the kids are able to purchase it from like local stores. I guess she felt like she was self-distributing. But a smoke shop locally where they are in that borough has been shut down because I'm guessing they were the ones that were supplying her for her to be able to sell to the children, which is absolutely crazy. Yeah.
What?
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, because you have to be at least, if I'm not mistaken, 18 to buy tobacco or to buy any smoking paraphernalia
How old
or
is
something
she?
like that.
Do we know how old
She's
she is?
26 years old. Yeah, she is well,
And you
she's
sparking
old
it
enough
up
to
with
know.
10-year-olds.
Oh, she
Yeah.
don't got no friends.
No, but why was
Yeah,
it
look
funny
like
to
it.
her
me?
height.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done. Why was it funny to me when it said that, the story said that she was working in recreation, like clearly recreation, like, right? No, y'all don't get it?
Oh, that's funny. Pun intended.
Oh my God, Sally.
By the way, I was just corrected by my producer. You have to be 21 now to purchase tobacco. So 21, not 18.
Wow.
I want to know what the screening process is to become a crossing guard or to work in recreation. Like,
Girl, all
to
you're
be
doing is
around.
standing in the street and making sure the kids get across
That's
safely.
very
I'm sure
true,
it's not
but
much.
because you're around children, I know that you have to at least do a background check because you could be a whole sexual predator. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not going to say on her background check that she passed out weed and e-cigarettes.
Yes, but in my mind, because if I'm thinking of being around children,
Yeah.
like I feel like you
Because she's
you
never
need to
been
also
caught, it's not going to be there.
yes, but I feel like you also should take a drug test if you're gonna be around children, you
Yeah,
know.
I
And I
agree.
know like some people like you be like, yo, let me borrow some of your urine, you know what I mean? Like people who smoke
Yeah.
and they want to get a job.
Yeah.
But I also have heard that they have gotten so much more strict
So they should do random drug tests after you already hired.
I agree.
No.
No.
Because we got situations like this.
Yeah, but not even just that. I understand that, but for drugs like marijuana, even though I no longer indulge, no, legit. But I also feel like life is stressful.
That's what.
Okay, then pray to God.
What I'm saying is,
from the earth.
I have learned to now pray to God and go to God about that. But before, that weed was saving my life and my kids' lives. So at the end of the day, I understand how people, if you have a random drug test for that, but it's just so crazy all across the board because I don't know why I low-key judge people when I be seeing young people being crossing guards. Like, you couldn't find another job. That's for people like 65, 70 and up.
You think so?
Dang,
Yes.
that's like when your retirement check ain't retirement checking.
Like, when you still want to be in the community, but you don't want to do a strenuous job, so you come out for an hour and a half in the morning, park your car, and wave to people. That's for older people.
Come on, baby.
my
Come on, baby. Hold on.
Right.
No, I feel like to be a crossing guard on top of the screening of maybe getting a background check and maybe a drug test and maybe random drug tests, I feel like you also have to be kind of fit because what if a car is coming?
No, Mary, what you think? Go ahead.
Hear me out. Just like
I'm waiting.
just like when you're on an airplane and you have the exit row,
Yeah.
they never usually let a petite person sit there, somebody who really can't help someone, or lift
sit there all
someone,
the
right?
time.
Well, I mean, you're
Girl, you're
taller,
6
but I
foot
mean, if
in my
somebody is
waist.
4'11", or if somebody's a kid, somebody who's
Yeah.
incapable of even helping.
Yeah.
If something happens on the street, this woman,
She's going to be able to run and save herself.
that is it.
Yeah.
That is absolutely it. I forgot my point in saying that, but
She's not gonna be able to save nobody.
Marion
basically.
wants the Incredibles to be at the corner.
When
Right.
No, Miriam wants them to be fit like the Incredibles, and Tally wants them to be as old as old.
that was my point.
Right.
So yeah. So having someone who's super old being a crossing guard,
But
they're
fit.
just like, have a cane out
to
there.
save them.
I don't think they should.
Them old people, they really do be getting those kids across the street safely.
They do.
They really do. They'll be playing with them little
Because
whistles.
nobody's
and
gonna hit
the
an old lady. Think about it.
Okay, that's true. And also, I don't see an
Ooh,
old lady.
I was saying, man, get out my way.
I don't see an old
Not
lady
POV approved.
giving a kid marijuana or e-cigarettes either. This
Yeah.
woman was so out of line. You're 26 years old.
She
You
didn't have no
know
friends,
better.
Y'all. She didn't have no friends.
Yeah,
These are the
'cause-
people that she saw every day, and she felt like they were her friends. So she was like, "Hey, I do this. You wanna try it?"
It makes me wonder what she wasn't selling. It was intent to distribute. But does that include selling? I'm not
Yeah.
sure she was, okay. So
They-
if she
they-
was
yeah,
selling.
Or
has to be
unless she
selling.
has a large amount for herself that she just uses.
She don't look like she's just giving it
Intent to
away.
distribute comes from the amount, not you getting caught selling.
Okay, so whether she was selling or just giving it away, let's just say she was selling. These are kids, 11 to 13. They don't have that much money. So she's
No,
really
they find,
doing
they're
it.
they
finding these
find that money,
They
babe.
are finding it, but she's probably doing this for like $5.
No, she can't be
No.
because she's getting it from the smoke shop. That's why the smoke shop was
Them
shut
things
down.
be like $15,
Yeah.
$20 a pop.
Yeah, she probably
For
busted
her to be
her
selling it for $5 is crazy.
Just because they in middle school, they got money. Because now Uber is a big thing. Kids, I got my kids account when I was 10.
Yeah.
What it probably what it look like if I'm just cash apping my friend $15. So there's ways to get around it. Just because they
Yeah.
10 years old, baby, they got money.
I get it. And I
Okay.
understand why the parents are so upset because you send your kids to learn and to be safe and you have somebody like a crossing guard distributing, drugs to your child. I don't know what's going on in the school systems. Another situation happened with a teacher who was basically making porn videos in a classroom.
What?
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm
Yes.
allowed to say that on national television, but
We
yeah.
already said it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Fans, my God.
Yeah, so the students weren't in the class at the time, but she was recording herself for the rhymes with corn sites, corn, like eating corn. But
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in these schools these days, but it's just
You
like
you could have went to a studio, a set, and you could have built that set yourself.
you could have did it in
didn't
your
have to do it-
home.
Yeah, you didn't have to do it at the school like that.
what's
But
going
with your
on?
badge?
She was really wrong
With
for
her
that.
badge on.
But this goes back to a conversation that we were having the other day. This economy, no excuse, but this economy is so freaking messed up. And teachers are so underpaid that this lady now has to try to get her
Tally,
OnlyFans bag.
please,
Why she I'm so
please,
serious.
somebody come
It's
get
no,
Tally.
no.
Somebody
It's
come
not
get
right. It's not right, but
Yeah.
it's the truth. That is why
They have
that
to
other
sell their
lady
body
is,
on OnlyFans.
That's why the little crossing guard was trying to make the extra money through the kids because they don't get paid.
She's trying to
at all.
She's
As a
trying to kill two birds with
businesswoman,
one stone.
Yeah, as a businesswoman,
is
I'm
sad.
getting 15 an hour for the next
is
2
sad.
hours. Plus, if I pop out 5 kids in, that's $15 a
That's her
pop.
clientele
That's
right there.
clientele right there. She sees 100 kids. At least 20% of them gonna come and try and get a little something from me.
But listen,
This
what
is
if
so
the smoke?
sad.
What if the smoke shop hit her up because they knew that she comes in there with her crossing guard jacket on, and they probably said, "Well, all these kids come in here
It's
trying to
y'all
buy
painting the whole
you
scenario.
sell it to them."
Oh my
Businesswoman,
goodness.
and I give wholesale price, so she
No.
really probably getting it for $5, selling
No,
it for
no,
$15.
please,
Regardless, it is stop giving people advice. Do not sell marijuana to children.
Okay, please,
But
y'all,
no,
please.
nonetheless, like this is really why you have to be heavily involved in your kids' lives and not just rely on the school system to teach them the right way, because you have people who are corrupt within the school system too, where people who you think are supposed to be a good example for your kid and they're not. So please be involved in your kid's life and just make sure you know exactly what they're doing and exactly who they're dibbling
Go
and
through
dabbling
them cell
with.
phones. That's what I say. Go
Be
through
a
them cell phones.
helicopter
Go through
parent.
them room drawers, baby, because I'm all up and through it. Ain't no secrets in the secret place.
Secret to the secret place. I'm crying. But you guys, we do have to take a short break. We have so much more discussion after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching POV. Welcome back, and if you're just now tuning in, you're watching POV. So in a previous episode, we talked about how some people thrive in toxic relationships. But what happens when a toxic relationship can be taxing on your health and wellness? Actress Tisha Campbell revealed how she is in remission from sarcoidosis and how, coincidentally, she hasn't been sick since she got a divorce. Take a look at this.
I have to tell the truth. I have been in remission for 4 years now, and they can't find it at the base of my brain at all.
Oh, thank God.
I haven't gotten sick not one time, and I was so scared to get COVID because I thought if I get COVID, I'm gonna die. But I have not been sick ever since I got a divorce.
She's
She's so
funny.
goofy. I love her. So pretty much sarcoidosis, from what I read online, is just a bunch of little cells that are just kind of mutating around your body or inflaming around your body and creating little, for lack of better words, like little tumors or something like that, or masses rather. So
Okay.
I'm glad you're in remission. Like, you know.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Yeah, and I also read too that it's like an inflammation of like the lymph nodes, and it can cause like abnormal growths on your lungs and different things like that. But it is so crazy. I love Tisha Campbell, always have. But it was so crazy to hear her say that, and to me, it really like hit home. Not for me, but just for people in general. Just thinking about, you know, toxic relationships and toxic friendships and how I don't know why we don't treat toxic friendships and relationships the same way we do with like toxic food or toxic chemicals. If we hear that like a chemical is toxic or a food is toxic, we'll say, oh, I'm gonna have to try to stay away from that. But then we'll joke about a toxic relationship, like, oh girl, we so toxic. You know what I'm saying? And have no intent to leave that thing, and to see that, you know, to hear her say, since I got a divorce 4 years ago, I have not been sick one time. And I feel like people really undermine the importance that stress and those type of things have on your body. And so many people, they get cancer, they get all these different kind of illnesses, and it is because you're in toxic situations that are literally releasing toxins in your body, causing abnormal growth and cells not to function properly, baby, and you're dead, baby. You gotta go.
Yeah, I just feel like people underestimate the power of their mind. When your mind is in a stressful state, it can show through your body, through your skin. My last relationship, or one of my previous relationships, I started seeing myself going through like premature aging because I was so stressed, and I was like, it's giving, you got to go, because why am I in my mid-20s, like, and I look like, mind you, like, you know, I know it depends on your genes and stuff like that, but I'm looking at my mom and she looks freaking amazing. So I know it's not in me genetically to, like, you know, have these things that are
around me.
Right, have these things that are happening to me. I know it's like literally what I'm going through. So once I released that stress, I did notice a huge change in like my body, my sleeping patterns, like how I handle stress, how I cope with it. So I'm just happy you got out of that relationship, girl, Tisha, because
This is a killer.
it really is.
People don't understand that your mind is your number one source. So your mind is always going, and you're stressed, and you know, when you get angry, your blood starts pumping and you feel hot and you're sweating, and that is all effects of how you react to certain things.
Yeah.
So I can't say I have experienced a toxic relationship.
Right.
I've had toxic.
Amen.
Well, you know,
Thank
amen.
God.
Amen.
Thank
Amen.
God.
I'm trying to be like, you my boy.
Okay.
Been blessed. Thank you, Jesus. My business has stressed me out, though. So I feel like God done saved me in that arena to put double it in another. But I have literally felt so stressed to the point where I feel sick. I get a fever. I start coughing. My head is hurting. Now I feel lightheaded, and it's like, once you let go and let God, honestly, truly let it go, and you're like, okay, at this point, I can't do nothing for this situation. And people are so have this obsession of wanting to control things that you cannot control. Like, you being mad right now is not gonna change the
situation
at all.
Like, Tisha being mad because Dwayne was gay.
Lord.
Well, because at that point, what you can do,
the
baby?
stress if you find out your man like men more than he like you.
I ain't gonna lie, that stress
That's
might
stress.
kill me.
I'm done.
Oh my
That
God.
is
That stress might kill
But
me
you know
and
what's
him.
so funny?
Almost
I think
took her out.
Oh my gosh.
I'm done. I think about how my mom used to always say, like, you know, she had 4 kids, she was a single parent, and she was doing a good job. And we would stress her out so bad, and she would say, like clockwork, oh, I ain't gonna let y'all kids kill me. And we're all thinking that, like, we know we're not gonna kill her, like, we're not gonna kill our mama.
Right.
But it was the stress that she was saying. And it makes me think about, like, you ever think about that time or those times where you're like screaming and you feel like that vein right here
popping
like,
right
about
out.
to pop, and your head starts to hurt. And I think that people don't realize that just because you come down, that blood and all that pressure that you brought to your head, it has to manifest somewhere. It has to go somewhere. It has to release. You don't just get all flamey and fire and then the fire just comes back down. It manifests somewhere else in your body. So that's why breathing techniques are important. That's why it's important to be able to meditate and to be able to bring yourself down and stop yourself from getting to those places, because stress, all of these things they manifest in the body so many ways. So I'm so happy for Tisha Campbell. And I just can't even imagine the things that relationship has cost her, even with the sarcoidosis
Yeah.
and different things like that. Look at the, the situation with the Martin show, all these things that she, had all these issues around this relationship that literally was about to cost you your freaking life.
Literally. And I feel like when you're already in a situation where you have some kind of illness or some kind of like whatever, even a mental illness, and you're already in a stressful situation, like you mentioned, it does put a stress on the body. It raises your blood pressure. So your body is using energy that it could have been using to heal you, to calm you down. You know what I mean? So you're wondering, oh, why am I not getting better? Why am I not getting better? Because your body is tired. It's using all of this energy to handle your stress and to bring your emotions down, bring your blood pressure down. And it probably doesn't even have enough energy to target your illness, you know? So I don't know, that's also how I see it, but it manifests in so many different ways. Rather than physical, even mentally, people can get depressed. People can, it just manifests so many different mental illnesses, even sleep patterns,
Yeah.
So.
And sleep patterns is a big one.
Yes.
I mean, and that is so crazy because even with you saying that, people don't realize that when you're asleep, your body is literally repairing itself.
Right.
So when you're depressed and you're going through all these, anxiety moments and things, and your sleep pattern is off, your body can't heal. So it's not being able to break down fat. It's not being able to repair something that's going on in your body. So that is why, stress is linked to obesity and all those other things. We got to get this thing together.
So we got to sleep to lose weight.
We got to sleep to lose weight.
Y'all gotta sleep.
No, there's a caveat
You
on
have
top
to
of that.
sleep to lose weight. Go to sleep.
There's a caveat on top of that. Now they tell you can't eat late because when you sleep, you don't burn as much calories. Nah, that's not true.
It's so much I
I
have to
I
go
really
through
think
to
it
lose
really,
weight.
right. It really depends on the person, but sleep is a major factor in
Yeah.
losing weight and even healing. Because that's when that's the only time your body really has to really repair itself. You know what I mean?
When it's not working for you. Yeah.
Exactly.
And let alone if you're pregnant. I remember my daughter came a whole month early because I was during my pregnancy. At the end of my pregnancy, I was doing an expansion of my business. So I was super, super stressed out. My girl said, mommy, I got to get up out of here.
Let me do this thing on my own. I like what you're doing.
Exactly.
And as my brain is going, and I was in school too, so like I'm been done with my prerequisites at this point, and my brain is going. I'm studying for tests, and every time I'm doing tests, I'm like in class like this because you could just see like a little alien. My belly's just going because my mind is going. I'm stressed out. I'm like, who am I gonna get this information right? And I was like, you know what? So when she came out, she was like, look, I don't know what you got going on, but I need to get up out of here right now.
Yeah.
But thank God because she was 7.7 pounds a month early. So if she would have tore me in half.
And I'm glad you even were in a situation where you had a supportive partner. Because a lot of people underestimate the relationships around them too. Your relationships really can affect your health and wellness. Similarly, even people who grow old, and then their partner passes. Like you don't realize that when you have an emotional connection to somebody, it can really affect your health too. Some people pass away shortly even after their partner passes away.
From broken heart
Yeah,
syndrome.
there's like a funny video on TikTok that I want to share with you guys. Take a look at this.
So then my grandma, she passed away, and it was really sad. And then my grandpa, the same day, well, in the morning, all of a sudden everyone was chilling. Tell me why this 80-something-year-old started speeding, running into the wall so he can crash into the wall and die and follow my grandma.
Yeah, so he really wanted to go with her because I guess he felt like
That's
I'm
his
supposed to
life
go
partner.
shortly after.
Yeah, my mom when she lost my dad, it was scary because their connection was on another level. During COVID, a lot of people broke up, and that's why Tasha Campbell was saying, she was scared about COVID taking her out.
Yeah.
But COVID, either you broke up, but a lot of people like me and my partner and my mom and her husband, we actually got closer. So when my dad passed after COVID, during COVID 2021, it took a toll on her. She was always sick. She was in a bed, and I was scared. I'm like, Mommy, you gotta get up.
Yeah.
You can literally put yourself down to where you could pass right here. And she's like, Lord, take me. I said, Lord, no.
Oh, no.
Lord, no.
Yeah.
But that's broken heart syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your body is not
So sad.
functioning the same,
is.
especially if you're older. they're not doing that. They have a routine. She probably cooked for him, does his laundry and all that stuff, and now
it
there's
just
no,
stops.
and it's silence.
I hope,
Yeah.
I hope we all find that type of love where we just can't live without them ever. Not
Yeah.
a day pass when they go.
Have you guys heard of swans? So swans, they are the kind of
Have
animal
we
who
heard of swans?
No. I mean the theory about swans.
There's a
So
swan
they're-
theory.
yeah, where they thrive off of being with someone. So their main goal is to find like a life partner. And once one of them passes, the other one literally passes away not too shortly after. Because they just get tied. Like, you know, that's
Right.
why.
How you
It's
can have a
beautiful,
swan?
but like
How you can have a swan without the
not
little
so
heart?
beautiful thing.
Exactly. That's why they're kind of like a symbol of love. You
Yeah.
know?
Wow.
Yeah. But
cruise lines can't have the little towels like this if the partner don't go with the other half.
yeah. But you guys, we are running out of time. Catch us back here tomorrow here at Afro TV. Bye.